Residents in Vale breathing a sigh of relief tonight. Thanks for joining Idaho News 6. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Jessica Davis. The Malheur County Sheriff lifting level 1 get-ready evacuation orders after an inspection by the Army Corps of Engineers eased concerns about a leaking levee. The barrier riddled with rodent burrows and high stressed by high water will hold. But residents aren't out of the water just yet. The floodwater is closing Highway 20 from Harper to Juntura. You can see parts of the roadway completely submerged. Elsewhere, this picture shows some damage to the shoulder, and the Malheur County Court declaring a state of emergency to address the economic impact and damage to infrastructure. We've had our team in the field for 2 days now, monitoring the floodwaters in Malheur County to bring you live updates of the changing situation. And we'll hear more from Scott and Keith in just a minute. But first, let's check in with our senior reporter, Don Nelson, who joins us live from Vale with the latest. Don?
Thanks, Jessica. That is the good news that the county lifted that level 1 evacuation. Since we've been here, we arrived around noon. Since we've been here, I would say that the level of the Malheur River has gone down at least a foot or two. Now, it's interesting because this pump here, I'll get to that in just a second. I want to have Doug Penn over here. This property is owned by a gentleman by the name of Barney Edson, who you'll hear more from in our 6 o'clock broadcast. If you look at that line of snow up top there and that dirt going up to it, this was all water. It was a huge flooded out area. So much so that Barney went to a friend, as you do, right? You go to your friend who's got the big pump. This is a big pump, and he was pumping the water out of this flooded area into the Malheur River. This is, you can see when we got here, it was gushing out. And even if you look closely under the bridge, you can see the water lines down at least 2 or 3 feet. Spoke to a couple of other gentlemen who were out here, and they were pointing to the rocks over there. So I would say, according to them, because yesterday that was the big day where the waters came up here, and we're just right outside of Vale. The town of Vale is right there. There are the fairgrounds over here, the rodeo grounds, which are still flooded. They said they think it probably has come down at least 4 to 5 feet. So those numbers are just guesstimates, as they say. So coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from Barney Edson about the property and about him taking the initiative himself, a property owner, getting this pump and just working his tail off to get the flooded water from his property back where it belongs in the Malheur River.